Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Codependent No More, a creation by Beattie. Codependent No More, published in 1986, is a renowned book that provides valuable understanding of codependent relationships. It offers insightful guidance on codependency and presents practical strategies for individuals seeking recovery. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Beattie is a trailblazer in the field of self-help literature. She has also worked as a counselor for those recovering from addiction and has personal experience with overcoming alcoholism and codependency. In addition to these accomplishments, she has written books such as Beyond Codependency and The Language of Letting Go. With 6 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, this text encourages readers to understand and address codependency as well as learn how to be accountable for their own lives. Codependency is a reaction to stress and a coping mechanism, but it only worsens over time. In Codependent No More, you will learn about codependency, steps to take for recovery, and how to detach with love, avoid counterproductive reactions, and overcome the fear of feeling your own emotions. Key idea number 1. Chapter 1 explains that codependency develops when we take on the responsibility for others' well-being. The path to recovery involves shifting our focus to taking responsibility for ourselves. The text discusses Jessica's experience as the spouse of an alcoholic and her struggle with codependency. Jessica initially denied her husband's alcoholism, but eventually realized the extent of the problem. Despite her husband's sobriety, Jessica felt overwhelmed with responsibilities and angry that she had to do everything. She resisted seeking help from Al-Anon at first, feeling resentful that she had to take on more work when her husband caused the issues. However, Jessica eventually recognized her codependency, which is a coping mechanism developed in response to being negatively affected by someone's substance abuse. Codependency is not limited to alcoholism and can also occur in relationships with individuals with other compulsive disorders or in caretaking professions. Recovery from codependency involves recognizing the impact of others' behavior, gaining self-awareness, and taking responsibility for one's own life. It is important to note that codependency behaviors are not defects, but rather unhealthy stress reactions that have become self-destructive over time. Key idea number 2. Detaching from a problem person in your life can provide clarity about your own needs. Taking responsibility for ourselves is a process that happens one day at a time. It starts with learning detachment from the problems of others. Detachment means taking care of our own needs, getting to know our own emotions, and letting others handle their own problems. Detachment is not cold or hostile, but rather a recognition that we are all responsible for ourselves. By letting go of control and worry, we can make better choices and experience serenity. Key idea number 3. Chapter 3 emphasizes the importance of avoiding reactionary behavior and instead taking a step back to act with purpose. Maria tried to control her alcoholic husband's drinking by always being present, but he found ways to drink anyways. She got a job, which brought her respect and freedom, but her husband started drinking again and her anxiety returned. She quit her job to be closer to him, thinking she could control the situation, but in reality, his alcoholism was controlling her. Trying to control things that are not our business only leads to frustration and feeling out of control. Rescuing or caretaking, like Maria did, is a common way we try to control others, but it is actually disrespectful and assumes the person we're rescuing is incapable. Instead, we should practice detachment, not overreact, and focus on taking care of ourselves rather than trying to solve the problem. Key idea number 4. In order to combat low self-worth, it is important to learn how to love yourself. Beattie emphasizes the importance of self-care and taking responsibility for one's own life. She encourages individuals to meet their spiritual, emotional, and physical needs, and to rid themselves of the false belief that their needs are not important. Beattie shares that many codependents struggle with fear and low self-worth, but by nurturing their inner child and focusing on self-love and acceptance, they can learn to trust themselves and embrace their feelings. Key idea number 5. The key message of Chapter 5 is that allowing yourself to feel your emotions, even the frightening ones, is essential for finding joy in life. The text emphasizes the importance of facing and acknowledging our own feelings, especially for codependents. It highlights how suppressing negative emotions also prevents us from feeling joy and discovering our true desires. The 12-step program Al-Anon is recommended as a support system for codependents, as it teaches individuals how to rebuild their lives and move forward. Attending meetings, listening, and sharing experiences with others can help individuals come out of their shells and realize they are not alone. Over time, the steps become habits and a way of life, helping individuals problem solve and handle life's challenges with grace. The text concludes by stating that while the program may seem simple on paper, it can bring about positive changes and a sense of serenity when fully embraced. In conclusion, the key takeaway from Blink to Codependent No More by Melody Beattie is that we are responsible for ourselves, not for fixing the problems of our loved ones. We can heal by taking responsibility for our own lives and emotions. Recovery takes time and patience, so it's important to take it one day at a time and ask for help when needed. Joining a 12-step group like Al-Anon, Adult Children of Alcoholics, or Codependents. Anonymous can provide support from people who understand and can assist in the healing process. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.